Good evening. It is with great pleasure that I extend a sincere welcome to you, the parents, guardians, families, and friends of the 2026 graduating class of Douglas Anderson School of the Arts. Of course. I would like to start by acknowledging that we noticed a printing error in the program of a few names that are missing from the program. Our apologies. The proof, of course, showed the names, but when we received them, the names were not there. So my promise to you is that we are going to get them reprinted for the students' names that are not on the program and make sure you have multiple copies to be able to keep and cherish for years to come. But I can assure you, if your student is here with a cap and gown, they will graduate. Parents, you sit ready to witness one of the most important events in your child's life, high school graduation. We are here to celebrate each of these young people today in the beautiful Moran Theater. How appropriate that our graduation takes place in a performing arts theater, as this is the last high school performance these students will experience. The class will be led by the senior class president, followed by the senior class officers and the top 10%. The senior class president will watch as her class fills the theater. Then she will receive her medallion from me. In doing so, she will represent all her classmates receiving the medallion, a Douglas Anderson tradition. The senior class president will be the first to receive her diploma. Part of the Douglas Anderson tradition is that the valedictorian and salutatorian will lead the graduates out of the theater, and the senior class president will be the last to leave. Another proud tradition at Douglas Anderson has been that our commencement is very formal, dignified program, one that we feel honors the young students of the arts. On that note, I would like to request formal participation in this graduation ceremony from you. During the presentation of diplomas, your role and ours is to honor the graduates with a respectful silence as each name is called. More important, the graduates request that upon the announcing of each student's name, we allow each graduate a special moment of hearing his or her name heard through the silence of this beautiful theater. Please help us ensure that every student gets the special recognition they deserve. After all graduates' names have been called, we will ask that the audience in unison give to the celebrated occasion an extended period of resounding applause and cheers for all of our graduates and their accomplishments. I invite you now to unite with our graduates, our faculty, and all the guests present here today, as together we present an elegant, artistic style graduation 2026. And now, please stand for the procession of the class of 2026.
Thank you. Please stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by our senior vocalist. Thank you, senior vocalists. You all may now be seated.
Fare thee well, fare thee well, love, far away, you must go. Take my heart's love, take my heart, love, will we never meet again no must go.
Good evening, everyone. Teachers, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class. When I think of our class, I think about the song Rainbow Connection. It's a song about dreaming, wondering, and believing there's something beautiful waiting ahead of us. And honestly, I don't think anyone understands that feeling more than artists do. As art students, we spent years creating things that didn't exist before we imagined them. Some of us painted emotions we couldn't put into words. Some of us told stories on stage. Some danced, sang, played music, designed sets, filmed scenes, wrote scripts, or created pieces of ourselves for other people to experience. Art asks us to be vulnerable. It asks us to take what's inside of us and place it into the world, hoping someone else understands it too. And somehow, through all of that, we found each other. We found each other in rehearsal rooms, art studios, backstage wings, choir risers, black box theaters, practice rooms, editing labs, and classrooms covered in half-finished projects and big ideas. We stayed after school perfecting details no one else would notice because artists care about the details. We learned how to accept criticism, how to start over, and how to keep creating even when inspiration didn't come easily. The song asks, why are there so many songs about rainbows? And I think it's because artists have always been the people searching for light. We look for meaning in ordinary things. We notice colors, movement, emotion, sound, silence. We turn feelings into something powerful, something people can see and hear. That's what makes art powerful. The song also says, someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. For a long time, I thought that the connection finally meant becoming successful or finally knowing exactly who we are. But now, I think the connection was this community all along. It was every performance, every critique, every late night project, every standing ovation, every mistake we laughed about later, and every moment we realized we weren't creating alone. As we leave this chapter behind, the future can feel uncertain. The world doesn't always make it easy to pursue creativity, but art has never existed because it was easy. Art exists because people need it. People need music during hard times. They need stories that make them feel seen. They need paintings, film, photography, dance, poetry, and theater that remind them that there is beauty in being human. So, wherever life takes us next, I hope we never lose the courage to create. I hope we keep wondering, keep dreaming, and keep finding inspiration in unexpected places. And most of all, I hope we remember that the things that make us artists, our sensitivity, imagination, passion, and ability to feel deeply, are not weaknesses. They are gifts. Congratulations, class of 2026. May we continue chasing our rainbow connections and creating art that helps other people find theirs too. Thank you.
Good evening. We are honored this evening to welcome our special guest. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing. We ask that the audience please hold your applause until each row has been recognized. Principal of Douglas Anderson School of the Arts, Mr. Timothy Fagans. Chief Academic Officer, Paula Renfro. DCPS School Board Member serving District 3, the Honorable Cindy Pearson. Region Superintendent, Region of Hope, Timothy Simmons. DA School Counselor, Catherine Anderson. DA School Counselor, Christine Koffler. DA Teacher and Announcer, David Harvey. Assistant Principal of Douglas Anderson School of the Arts, Jay Franklin. Principal of Fort Caroline Middle School of the Arts, Shelvert J. Wellington. Principal of Fishwire Elementary, Kimberly Dennis. DA retiring teacher, Bonnie Harrison. Former DCPS board member and aunt of student, Dr. Lori Hershey. Chief of Human Resources, Jacqueline Watkins. Principal of La Villa Middle School of the Arts, Kimberly Harrison. Principal of Pine Forest, Michelle Matthews. DA Teacher of the Year and Announcer, Michelle Flores.
Well, good evening again, families, faculty, staff, honored guests, and most importantly, the extraordinary class of 2026. Seated behind me is a graduating class that has achieved tremendous success, and tonight we should take a moment to celebrate that. Together, they have earned an average cumulative GPA of 3.39 and an average weighted GPA of 3.91. 99% of our senior class is graduating here tonight, and 94% will continue their journeys at colleges, universities, or conservatories. They were accepted into 876 post-secondary institutions and collectively earned more than $18 million in scholarships. Those numbers, of course, are impressive, but what they truly represent are long nights, sacrifices, rehearsals, revisions, moments of self-doubt, and commitment to growth. Graduates, tonight we celebrate your accomplishments, your talent, your perseverance, and your remarkable journey that brought you to this moment. We celebrate performances that left audiences speechless, artwork that stirred emotion, rehearsals that stretched late into the evening, exams that tested your endurance, friendships that carried you through difficult seasons, and countless moments where excellence was asked of you. You have accomplished something truly special, and you should be proud of what you have achieved. But tonight, I want to challenge you to think about something that matters even more than all the achievement that I just listed. While your talent may open doors and your academic success will present you with opportunities, it will ultimately be your character that will determine how far you will go. One of the most important qualities that will sustain you beyond high school, regardless of what profession you pursue, what city you live in, or what challenges life places in front of you, is something that I feel defines a person. It is having integrity. Integrity is often referred to as a soft skill, but there's nothing soft about it. There's nothing soft about telling the truth when it is uncomfortable, admitting your mistakes when excuses are easier, or standing firm in your values when compromise feels more convenient. And there is certainly nothing soft about choosing what is right when no one would ever know if you didn't. Tonight, I invite you to think honestly about your own integrity. You have probably heard integrity described as doing the right thing when no one is looking. While that definition is true, integrity is bigger than behavior. Integrity is your identity. It comes from the idea of wholeness where actions, values, words, and character all line up. It means being the same person in public that you are in private. In other words, integrity means you do not perform goodness, you live it. And if there's one group of students uniquely positioned to understand this idea, it is a senior class sitting behind me from a performing arts school. Because you understand performance, you understand preparation, rehearsal, revision, failure, and growth. You know what it means for people to see the polished version of hours of work that they never witnessed. But life teaches us something important. Character is not built on stage. It is built backstage, in rehearsal, and in the unseen moments when no applause is coming and no one is keeping score. And let me tell you something difficult about integrity. It is very expensive. Not financially, but personally. Integrity can cost you convenience. Sometimes it costs you popularity. Sometimes it costs comfort. Sometimes it even costs being misunderstood. As Martin Luther King Jr. once reminded us, the time is always right to do what is right. Graduates, there will be moments after tonight when the easy choice and the right choice are not the same choice. There will be situations where cutting corners feel faster, where staying silent feels safer, and where compromising your values seems more rewarding. In those moments, no teacher may be watching, no parents may know, no employer may notice, no friend may see, no audience may applaud or criticize. There will simply be you and your conscience, and that is exactly where integrity lives. The truth is that life after graduation does not always go as according to plan. At some point, you may fail. You will miss opportunities, disappoint yourself, or lose something important. You may make mistakes. You may even become temporarily someone you are especially not proud of. And when that happens, and it will happen for all of us, integrity will matter far more than perfection. People trust people they can count on. They hire people they trust. They follow people they trust, collaborate with people they trust, and build relationships with people they trust. Trust becomes the foundation of friendships, marriages, partnerships, workplace, leadership, and artistic collaboration. And trust is built slowly, decision by decision. Over time, your reputation will become your resume, not simply because of what you can do, but because of who you are. There's an old saying, show me your friends and I will show you your future. Whether or not we always like to admit it, the people we choose to surround ourselves with shape us. They influence our standards, our priorities, our decisions, and over time, even our character. The people closest to you will either challenge you to become your best version of yourself or slowly pull you away from the person you hoped to have become. As you leave high school tonight, pay close attention to who you allow in your inner circle. Surround yourself with people with integrity, people who tell the truth even when it's uncomfortable, who celebrate your success without jealousy, who challenge you when you are wrong, and who encourage you when life gets difficult. They should remind you of your values when you are tempted to compromise them. Choose friends who make honesty feel normal, accountability feel safe, and growth feel possible. The world needs more than just talented people. It needs trustworthy people. It needs people with courage, compassion, humility, and conviction. It needs people whose private choices match their public image and people resilient enough to face setbacks without losing themselves in the process. So class of 2026, here's my challenge to you. Guard your integrity. Protect it carefully. Do not trade it for applause, attention, acceptance, or success that costs too much. And when life gets complicated, which I promise it will, pause long enough to ask yourself a few honest questions. Who am I when no one is looking? What kind of person am I becoming? Can people trust me? Did I choose what was easy or what was right? And to the parents, to the guardians, grandparents, families, mentors, and loved ones here with us tonight in the audience, your work does not end tonight. It just simply changes. There will be moments in the months and years ahead where these graduates behind me will call you late at night with a dilemma, face an unpopular decision, wrestle with disappointment, or find themselves standing between what is easy and what is right. In those moments, I encourage you to remind them of one word: integrity. Remind them who they are. Remind them that character matters, that truth matters, and that doing the right thing, even when it's difficult, even when it's inconvenient or unseen, it is always worth it. Graduates, you are stepping into a very complicated world, a world filled with pressure, noise, shortcuts, distractions, and endless opportunities to compromise. My hope for you is very simple. Years from now, I hope people admire your talent, but more importantly, trust your character. I hope your reputation is built not on image, but on integrity. And whatever life takes you, when no one is watching, I hope you still choose what is right. Congratulations, class of 2026. I'm so proud of who you have become. Now go to the world and be people others can trust. Thank you. Our salutatorian for the class of 2026 is Luke Broward. Luke is a proud cinematic arts student at Douglas Anderson School of the Arts. This fall, Luke will attend the University of Tennessee, where he plans to study forestry. Luke has combined creativity and passion through his love of film and the arts, while also maintaining an appreciation for the natural world. Outside of school, one of Luke's favorite companions is his dog, Scarlet. Please join me in recognizing and giving a huge congratulations to our salutatorian, Luke Broward.
Big guy, big guy. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, sorry. Shout out Scott Parmalee. Good evening, faculty and staff, families, and fellow graduates. Thank you for being here to celebrate this momentous occasion. Our valedictorian, Colson Gomez, is a talented visual artist who will attend the University of Florida this fall to study anthropology. Ooh. During her time at Douglas Anderson, Colson served as co-president of the National Art Honor Society and assistant director of art for Elan Literary Magazine, while also balancing her responsibilities working at Vickers Landing Retirement Community. As a drawing and painting major, Colson has embraced opportunities across multiple artistic disciplines, including printmaking, photography, art history, and sculpture. She is proud to represent the dedicated, creative, and expressive students of the Visual Arts Department. Please join me in recognizing and congratulating our valedictorian, Colson Gomez.
Thank you, Luke, and good evening, everyone. If you know me, you know speaking in front of a ton of people isn't my favorite thing in the world, and this is definitely a ton of people. So sorry on behalf of all the performing arts majors who could deliver beautiful monologues. I'll try my best to do our class justice. It's hard to do our class justice. This group of people is a collection of some of the most talented and passionate people I've had the luck to spend 4 years with. I'm proud of each of you for making it from your audition to this auditorium, and I'd like to thank you all for being so lovely and inspiring to grow up with. It's bittersweet to think of leaving such a creative and inclusive environment, if by bittersweet you mean pretty sad. Thank you to our teachers and staff for maintaining this creative and inclusive environment. I want to thank my art teachers, Ms. Damiani, Ms. G, Ms. Hogue, Ms. McMath, Mr. Tron, and Mr. Wilson. You all have given me an experience I will always be grateful for. I'm sure all of you graduates are thinking of people who did that for you, so thank you to all the teachers here who gave someone that experience. I don't think I'd be the same person speaking right now had I not been taught by each of the people who taught me, and I'm very thankful for all of them. Thank you very, very much to all the loved ones showing up to see us today, especially my loved ones. Thank you for always showing up when I was waiting in the parking lot for my audition to start, and thanks for showing up now. I think this year of our lives feels like a blown-up version of waiting in the car before the audition starts. I feel the same uncertainty now as I did then, the same questioning of the future, of who and what will stay with me when I walk out the door. In the case that my peers feel the same, something that helps me when I'm thinking this way is a story. It's a true story, a favorite of mine, but I'll try to keep it brief and not too boring. The story starts in Montignac, France, with a boy named Marcel and his dog named Robot. The year is 1940, and Marcel is 17, younger than many of us. In his later years, he constantly changed the story. Sometimes Robot escapes and Marcel runs after him. Other times Marcel is walking Robot and the dog falls into a hole in the ground. But either way, the dog leads Marcel to an opening in the earth. Sometimes the story goes that Marcel first explores the opening himself, but either way, he comes back with his 3 friends, Jacques, Georges, and Simon, and they discover a network of underground tunnels, inside of which is a series of beautifully preserved Paleolithic cave paintings. Now we know these tunnels as the Lascaux Cave, which is one of the most well-known Paleolithic sites today. But back then, of course, it was more of a mystery. The boys told their school teacher, who told an influential archaeologist, and people who knew what they were doing took it over from the 17-year-olds. I hope someone thinks that's as cool as I do. The idea of accidentally becoming an archaeologist has always been very enticing to me. I used to wish it would happen to me. Like one day I'd be walking around and literally fall through the ground into a cave of prehistoric paintings. There's a tiny bit more to the story, and I'll promise I'll explain why I told it to you. But because this is my speech, I get to bring another variable into my silly extended metaphor. This is from another favorite story of mine, my favorite book in sophomore year. I actually told my sophomore sister to read this book, but naturally she didn't listen to me, so I don't feel bad for spoiling you, Finley. Anyway, before the climax of the book, the main character is pretty down in the dumps, and he thinks to himself, kind of self-pityingly, there was nowhere to go that wouldn't be me. I get why it's sad, but this quote's always stuck with me because I find it to be kind of comforting. Nothing is certain. Everything happens mostly by chance. Who knows where any of us will be in 5 years, in 5 days. Maybe you'll be in Montignac, France, falling into a cave. You have no clue how many of these people you'll ever see again, or when, or where, or why, or for how long. You really have no clue what will happen in the future at all. The only thing you have a clue about, the singular thing you know for certain, is that there's nowhere to go that wouldn't be you. 2 days after he and his friends discovered the caves, Simone was deported to Buchenwald. The rest of the boys spent their year at the opening of the caves, guarding their discovery, and became guides when the cave was opened to the public in 1947. You never know what will happen. The caves closed to the public in the 1960s. Carbon dioxide from visitors' breathing was causing the growth of green algae on the walls, which was harming the paintings. In spite of everything, all 4 boys, including Simon, reunited decades later in 1986. You have no clue who will be with you 2 days from now or 46 years. It's important to hold everyone you love closely and prepare yourself for the future and try to put your life plans into motion, obviously. But to me, the most important thing is to know yourself. I think we have a leg up. After these 4 years now, you know you love to paint, or you're really good at piano, or you hate musical theater now and you're going into accounting instead. Either way, we all know something. I think we should all try to know more. I think we should all disagree with people we admire and read the news for ourselves, go to a restaurant alone, know what you believe in so you can stand up for it, and know what you want to do so you can do it. You don't know if your friend's dog will make you an accidental archaeologist, but Jacques and Marcel knew who they were well enough to devote the next 50 years of their lives to the preservation of their caves. They were actually the ones to discover the green algae on the walls. I've loved that story forever. I used to wish for chance to make it happen to me. Now, though, I hope to know myself well enough to be sure of what I'll do with the chances I'm randomly given. I don't need to be the kid that follows his dog into a web of tunnels. All I need to be is the person who says they'll stand outside of the mouth of the cave and speak up about the algae. I don't need to rely totally on chance or other people because I have no clue what chance will make happen or what other people will do. All I need to know is myself. I hope we all know ourselves well enough that being independent and alone with ourselves is reassuring rather than nerve-wracking. I hope even when we don't have a clue about anything else, we all have a few clues about ourselves. When I walk out of here, graduated, I'll make sure to remind myself that there's nowhere I can go that won't be me. I think you should too. Thank you, Ms. G and Ms. Hope McMath, for teaching me lessons like these, and thank you all for listening. Enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
At this time, I would like to welcome Paula Renfro, Chief Academic Officer, to join me at the podium. Seniors, please rise. Mrs. Renfro, I am proud to present to you the Douglas Anderson High School class of 2026. Each student here assembled has completed all requirements as prescribed by the Duval County School Board in the state of Florida and is hereby entitled to receive a high school diploma.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and the Duval County School Board, I pronounce upon those of you who have completed the necessary requirements, graduates of the Duval County school system, and confer upon each of you all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
On behalf of the Douglas Anderson class of 2026, we are requesting that everyone in attendance assist us in making our commencement a memorable and dignified ceremony. It is because of all of you, our parents and guardians, families and friends, that we have made it to this event. Nearly 2 decades of hard work, laughter, love, and even some tears have led us to today. This is certainly a monumental occasion in each of our lives and a once-in-a-lifetime experience. As we celebrate this accomplishment, we would like to remind everyone of the importance of each family hearing their graduate's name announced. Well, with that being said, we, the class of 2026, ask that everyone in the audience please ensure all electronic devices are silenced, and please remain quiet until all graduates' names have been called. I repeat, please remain silent until all graduates' names have been called. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. At this time, we would like to welcome to the stage our school board member, the Honorable Cindy Pearson, our Chief Academic Officer, Paula Renfro, Regional Superintendent of High Schools, Timothy Simmons, Principal Timothy Fagans, and Assistant Principal Tanya Rowan to assist with the diploma presentations.
Emily Arena Dorvelis, Theater, Top 10% and Senior Class President.
Ava Yu Lim Chung, Theater, Top 10%, Senior Class Vice President.
Austin Corbin Fields, Theater, Top 10%, Senior Class Treasurer.
Samuel Benjamin Schuster, Theater, Top 10%, Senior Class Communications Officer.
Timothy Nicholas Alexander Fairbanks, Instrumental, Top 10%, Senior Class Secretary.
Colson Ophelia Gomez, Visual Arts, Top 10%.
Luke Henry Charles Broward, Cinematic Arts, Top 10%.
Eric Michael Links, Instrumental, Top 10%.
Emma Michelle Buffkin, Visual Arts, Top 10%.
Elijah John Sergioli, Dance, Top 10%.
Eve Rosalie Wilson, Visual Arts, Top 10%.
Sabina McLaughlin Patel Shriver, Dance, Top 10%.
Jasmine Elaine Walker, Top 10%.
Alyssa Marie Lundberg, Dance, Top 10%.
Sophia Grace Waller, top 10%, visual arts.
Madeline Grace Covington, dance, top 10%.
Imara Denise Hogan, theater, top 10%.
Audrey Coral Dunham, theater, top 10%.
Anna Elise Preston, theater, top 10%.
Anastasia Konstantinovna Yagovra, instrumental, top 10%.
Allison Jewel Williams, theater, top 10%.
Caden Sean Sanders, instrumental, top 10%.
George Daniel Panahera, piano, top 10%.
Lily Megan Yarbrough, instrumental, top 10%.
Jackson Barrett Adib.
Rory Christopher Ames, piano, top 10%.
Haley Brianne Charles, theater.
Trey Alexander Murphy, theater.
Alicia Simone Mayo, theater.
Cordell Xanthony Clark, theater.
Kelsey Marie Salter, theater.
Abby Teresa Harrell, theater.
Kaya Marie Vaughn, theater.
Brady Alexander Massey, theater.
Kaya Simone Walker, theater.
Joseph William Von Eif, theater.
Skylar Rebecca Auchin, theater.
Damian Nicholas Matthews, theater.
Wilbur Lurch, theater.
Zoe Moira Tempest Reed, theater.
Chloe Marie Giacchetto, cinematic arts.
Kobe Scott Solis, theater.
Charlie Willow Heron, visual arts.
Geneva Posey Hayes, creative writing.
Kavana Alone Payne, theater.
Anai Juliana Harris, creative writing.
Kaylin Linda Sherrail Cruz, visual arts.
Scott Evan Parmalee, creative writing.
Carly Dawkins.
Astrid Elise Henry, creative writing.
Amaya Ivory Huerta, orchestra.
Charlotte Claire Wilson, piano.
Jalea Michelle Green Scarver, dance.
Maya Erin Wynn, cinematic arts.
Jamani Williams, dance.
Anna Elizabeth Dryden, theater.
Sierra Rose Nidifer, dance.
Sophie Kai Becker, visual arts.
Gianna Marie Bradshaw, creative writing.
Hannes Cole Duncan, creative writing.
Maya Elizabeth Benitez, instrumental.
Elizabeth Virginia Gilbreth, creative writing.
Bernard Lee Johnson, instrumental.
Mary Rose Wainwright, visual arts.
Spencer Malone Carnican, instrumental.
Alethea Jamie Losey, creative writing.
Bodie Kai Abercrombie, instrumental.
Jay Lekwar, creative writing.
Elijah Matthew Stevens, dance.
Amelia Lene Ruth Hardiman, visual arts.
Sydney Ray Alfajando, dance.
Tatiana Lachey Jones, creative writing.
Allie Pierce Francis, dance.
Ariana Cherie Howard, theater.
Haley Rose Alilio, dance.
Kira Danielle Jones, theater.
Skylar Yato Chang, dance.
Larea Dawn Winrow, theater.
Iana Claire Nova, dance.
Luis Alejandro Martinez, cinematic arts.
Abigail Lillian Stewart, dance.
Cordell Lewis Benz, cinematic arts.
Catherine Margaret King, dance.
Gracie Bell Arpin, cinematic arts.
Trinity Sky Perry, dance.
Zachary James Skidmore, cinematic arts.
Lillian Grace Johnson, dance.
William Frederico Williams, cinematic arts.
Journey Gianna Autry, dance.
Joey Sadie Schmeltzer, visual arts.
Ella Grace Buckner, dance.
Olivia Simone Knight, visual arts.
Jackson Robert Brokema, dance.
Chloe Diana Mathern, visual arts.
Abrielle Kathleen Finley, instrumental.
Tess Hensley Gladstone, visual arts.
Eric Maurice Atkinson Jr., instrumental.
Lakeisha Figueroa, visual arts.
Isaiah Blaze Newland, instrumental.
Jaden Micah Charles, visual arts.
Xaviera Andrea Wolf, instrumental.
Katie Lee Vargo, theater.
Caden Maurice Anibal Pretlow, visual arts.
Mariah Anna Maloney, instrumental.
Joshua Russell Mayrand, orchestra.
Giada Marie Fassi, orchestra.
Jesse Clifton Huber, instrumental.
Amaya Lozada Barbara, instrumental.
Xander Reese Oliver, instrumental.
Fedor Pavlovich Shilin, theater.
Liliana Duran, visual arts.
John Remy Sadowski, theater.
Megan Helena Quinn, visual arts.
Ava Camille DeVore, theater.
Maria Fernanda Juarez, visual arts.
Margaret Ashley Duncan, theater.
Iris Rodriguez Luna, visual arts.
Isabella Grace Homans, theater.
Shayana Payton, visual arts.
Erin Nicole Perkins, theater.
Madison Luann Minch, visual arts.
Karish Murray McVeigh Cato, theater.
Jenna Dillon Silvers Lozano, visual arts.
Alexander Harvey Sisler, instrumental.
Stephanie Aaron Thomas, visual arts.
Anderson Dylan Kraft, instrumental.
Corey Anthony Freeman Jr., visual arts.
Jack Charles Anderson, instrumental.
Abigail Carly McLean, instrumental.
Elise Bato Maneja, instrumental.
Michaela Khalees Ransom, visual arts.
Emily Sofia Gonzalez, theater.
Selena Evelese Ivone, visual arts.
Autumn Reed, instrumental.
Maria Katharina Villamore, cinematic arts.
Piseth Lucky Touch, theater.
Leo Boyer, visual arts.
Shade Euler Eckenrode, theater.
Daisha Enda Perez, visual arts.
Isabella Lauren Cawley, dance.
Marcus Oliver Holly, creative writing.
Bianca Genevieve Alvarez, theater.
Santiago Alejandro Mendoza, visual arts.
Kai Davis, theater.
Mia Lachey Williamson Cruz, visual arts.
Alyssa Eliana Lewis, theater.
Cadence Mackenzie Perez, visual arts.
Thomas John Doherty, theater.
Shanghai Stokes Van Pelt, visual arts.
Ari Lynette Mitchell, theater.
Casey Annette Keene, visual arts.
Noelle Emmeline Snow, theater.
Alexandria Cleason Schmitz, visual arts.
London Arabelle Snow, cinematic arts.
Nico Reyes Wright, visual arts.
Madeline Amelia Croft, cinematic arts.
Colin Michael Wilson, visual arts.
Kaylee Marie Allen, visual arts.
Miranda Nadine Garcia, visual arts.
Riley Joyce Canterbury, visual arts.
Celine Faela Maldonado, visual arts.
Julian Salvatore Amaru, visual arts.
Haley Simone Lawson, visual arts.
Calvin Whittle, visual arts.
Presley Ann Smith, visual arts.
Isabella Nicole Smith, orchestra.
Christine Marie Wilson Hammock, visual arts.
Stella Hartley Tyner, instrumental.
Emma Ann Rinker, visual arts.
Aiden Underwood Velez, instrumental.
Frank Antonio Torres, visual arts.
Autumn Lee Crowder, visual arts.
Mona Elizabeth Combs, theater.
Michaela Surin Wilbraham, visual arts.
Katie Lee, theater.
Olivia Joanne Edinger, visual arts.
Eden Galvin Carter, theater.
Martin and Yoli Mark, visual arts.
Leo Glunt, theater.
Hope Noel Barr Bowen, visual arts.
Noah Benjamin Confiado, visual arts.
Jasmine Isabella Davis, visual arts.
Camille Kenya Broom, visual arts.
Megan Rihanna Wilkerson, orchestra.
Lauren Sylvia Robinson Carews, visual arts.
L. Diane Lavasser, visual arts.
Alicia Victoria Baldwin, visual arts.
Tadeo Enzo Ferrari, piano.
Christine Eve Savo Matthews, visual arts.
Beatrice Fiona O'Neill, dance.
Ava Lee Mullen, visual arts.
Zoe Mackenzie Monroe, theater.
Miles David Easley, visual arts.
Logan Darrington Deeds, theater.
Joseph Sebastian Kurumkulum, vocal.
Banya Quiros Medina, piano.
Daniel Allen Jones, vocal.
Adonis Ibanez.
Elise Ayana Mary Joy Yard.
Cody Robert Ochoa, vocal.
Anna Marie Lynn Matthews, vocal.
Jacob Adiah Sims.
Matthew Chase Tisby, vocal.
Noah Josue Miller Imotan, vocal.
Rodney Christopher Glover Jr., vocal.
Bryson Wayne Fields, vocal.
Hayden Elizabeth Bethe, orchestra.
William J. Pitzenbarger, vocal.
Antonella Eugenia Sotomayor, visual arts.
Daylin Lynette Quesada.
Lamaya Kiriana Joyner, vocal.
Jaslyn Emily Palma, vocal.
Brianna Yvonne Perone, vocal.
Isabella Lorelei Phelps, vocal.
Catherine Grace Palacios, vocal.
Jacob Allen Whitfield, vocal.
Avriana Naomi Lundy.
Leah Ella Bond, vocal.
Imala Belizaire Johnson, vocal.
Alina Bolai, vocal.
Jillian Kathleen Rodriguez, vocal.
Allie Nicole Crumley, vocal.
Aiden Michael Broughton, orchestra.
Aubrey Leah Kello, vocal.
Gabriella Kiara Clowers, orchestra.
Tamia Rochelle Rise, vocal.
Jayla Zanira Epting, orchestra.
Isabela Perez, orchestra. Trisha Isabel Caballo Escobar, orchestra. Carson Elizabeth Canning, orchestra.
Well, it's hard to hold that in, isn't it? All right, all right. Well, first, okay. All right. All right, before we complete the ceremony, we want to thank our DA, family, and friends for attending and celebrating with us today. Please remain seated until all graduates have exited the theater. After the ceremony, please meet your graduates at the Riverfront Plaza across from the Terry Lobby entrance, which is the old landing site. Graduates, please stand. Graduates, using your left hand, please move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Go!